on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Good morning. I've been to the farmers markets, but first I thought I would show you the veggie garden. I'm hiking through the backyard, which is full of sludge because I've had rain on and off for 2 or 3 days. And I feel like my veggie garden's gotten worse. Let me show you. I came down the other day and all of my capsicums that were growing have been eaten. And I've got beans coming through. This is my bean little vine and plant. So I've got plenty of beans that are starting to grow, but yep, something's definitely having a go at them. I don't think they'll probably eat the beans, which is a good thing. So I've got plenty of beans. Probably next week I'll have like a good crop of beans come through. Lots of little ones in here coming through. My capsicums got annihilated, all eaten, tops of them all gone. So I have no capsicums that are even flowering. So I can kiss capsicums goodbye for a little bit. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like a bug, a worm, a possum. I have no idea. Corn is doing really good. This one here is starting to bring out its first, I don't know, what do you call it? Corn cob. Planted more corn. So there's another row of corn in here. I'm trying to do like that succession planting where you plant a crop, then you wait a few weeks and you plant another crop. So the time they're ready, you have like a flow-on effect. Took out all of the zucchini that was in here from the other week. You'll see the zucchini in our fridge. We've got too much of it now. And I planted in here cauliflower and broccoli, so let's hope that starts to grow soon. All of the carrots got attacked as well, so I put a net over it, and the carrots are starting to come back quite well. These are just weeds. I've just had a cage on it. I haven't even bothered pulling out the weeds. Even all of my lemon trees started to get attacked as well. You can see all of my ends have just been eaten away, which makes me think it's a bug, but I can't find bugs on anything, which makes me think, is it a possum? Then I come over here. This was a chili plant that was randomly and very luckily the seed was left behind. I've got plenty of chilies, but again, all my ends have been eaten. This is the last of the zucchini plants. I'm trying to pull it out. There's no flowers coming, I think, the past season. I was losing all of my beetroot as well, so I put a cage over that, and I'm starting to get some foliage coming back on it. The tomato plants are dying because it's just too hot to grow them. Spring onions are doing fine. This tomato plant is actually growing quite high, but I'm just not getting the tomato production because it's just too hot. It's the wrong season. These are doing really well. These are all of the chili plants I relocated to the corner. So I'm going to go pick out a bunch of these and use them potentially in some cooking. But a lot of them will also go to neighbours. Like I can see something's even fallen in here. All these branches are broken. See? So yeah, something is definitely attacking. My mint plant is going amazing. Nothing has come out yet for my ginger. I hope something does. Basil plant's not doing the best. I don't think she's getting a lot of sun, or maybe we're starting to go out of season. So I'm thinking with the basil plant, this is my tomato plant that just goes wily. I'm thinking of actually like cutting her right back and seeing if she can reform. 2 of these are going to come out and be given away to a friend that wants. Did I just find a caterpillar? Are you the culprit? Interesting. I don't like buying bug sprays, but I have heard that chili spray can really repel bugs away, and even possums too. So, is that my culprit? Any garden experts on here? I did plant more in here. What I planted, I don't remember, but they're starting to shoot. And I think it looks like beetroot, so we'll see how they end up going. And then over here, even these didn't escape. I've got my garlic in this one here. This one is my passion fruit and it's like doing really well, going crazy. But come over here and the ends got eaten off. So I've got another one down here that's growing through. That's got a nice good shoot on it. So that's the veggie update. I'll show you what I got from the farmer's market. So, all right, and what we actually purchased for the week. So I didn't get any bread this week and I'm kind of missing my donuts already. The place we went to at the farmer's markets, they had the sourdough loaf and the donuts. The donuts are really good, but it is like $16, which can definitely add up. So the aim this week is to do one of my sourdough loaves. My starter is definitely at the point where she's bubbly and frothy and good to go. I grabbed 2 lots of strawberries this week. We went to a different strawberry man, I guess you could say, and his are a lot bigger, which is great. The other ones we had were fantastic. Oh, there's one that's probably a bit too juicy sitting in there. So I tried them, and we tried a different fruit person this week at the farmer's markets. You know the farmer's markets, there's like 5 or 6 different stalls out of there. And we tried a different one, so I'm keen to see the produce. She had a rock melon. I haven't been able to get rock melons for quite some time, or they've been really expensive. This was not cheap. I think it was like $4 or $5. It's a huge rock melon, so the kids will be happy to have that. I was kind of hoping to get a watermelon, and I was kind of hoping to get something else, but they just looked a little bit too ripe, too watery, not quite ready. So I grabbed some mandarins this week. They're coming into season. These ones looked really, really nice. They were a really good price point. Husband already had avocado for his breakfast. The fruit place we tried this week only had bags of tomatoes, so I grabbed a bag of tomatoes. I probably won't use all of them, being completely honest. We'll do cheese and tomato sandwiches and cheese on crackers. I mean, tomatoes on crackers, but some of those will probably end up in the freezer. So I'm probably not going to go back to this fruit person again unless the quality when we eat it is amazing, because I just don't think the selection was very big and the options, a lot of it was in bags. But they did give us these for free. These are kind of like I don't know, like a lychee rambutan kind of thing. So she gave us a branch of these. They're really nice. I'll probably only eat them, no one else in the family will. But they had little apples, which was really good for little man's lunch boxes. I grabbed pears. I said to my husband, oh no, they look like they're too soft, because they're actually a really pale green. So I don't know, these, and then they're not like a nashi pear, so I don't know, but they're really hard. So grab those, see what we think. The cucumbers are really good, really like hard and crisp. Cauliflower, broccoli, apples, and some sweet potatoes this week. And all of that came to $41. So again, the strawberries are quite expensive. The rock melon, if I didn't get the rock melon, we would have had like a really cheap grocery haul this week. But I didn't need a lot, because I'll take you to the fridge before we do the prep for the week, because that's the feedback you guys have given. Let's do some food prep so we can see. I've still got plenty of carrots from last week. I've still got a couple of apples and kiwi fruit from last week. The lettuce is from 2 weeks ago, and look, it's still probably okay, but it's definitely on the out. And then these came from our garden, so a couple of huge zucchinis that I need to use this week, so we're going to use those ones there. So my first thoughts are I'm going to make a spaghetti bolognese, but vegetarian style, because I don't have any red meat mince to use, so I'm just going to make a vegetarian one. I've got sour cream that I got, oh sorry, I should divert to here first. We went to the farmer's, the egg farm, and got some eggs. I need to fill up all of my egg trays, so I'm out of eggs. We might do a bit of baking this week. That's the rest of the strawberries from last week. They're a bit juicy under there. So what I'll probably end up doing is cutting all the green tips off and then freezing them, and I can use them to make like strawberry milkshakes and strawberry smoothies, which is really cool. I've got sour cream that I bought in the groceries this week, because in the groceries I talked a lot about nachos and Mexican style stuff. I'll keep that there. So what I'm thinking of doing is I've got this pickled sauerkraut cabbage that I bought probably 3 weeks ago. It's fine, it's sitting in like a vinaigrette that I made. So I'm thinking with the sweet potatoes, I could like cut them open or do like really big thick toast slices, and on top of them we can do a bit of down into the freezer, pretty sure in my freezer I've got, that's pork there that I made ages ago, like a marinated, shredded pork sitting in here. So I'm gonna use that. And on top, we're gonna put a bit of a, kind of like a combo. I love the corn, so I'm gonna do corn. We'll do the shredded pork. And then I might do, I'm out of natural yogurt, so I can't make any more tzatziki dip. This is my tzatziki dip from last week, but we can do the cabbage on top. I've got pickled onions there, so I can even like cook this up to really soften it and reduce it down. I can put pickled onions on top that I've made and some sour cream. I've got the 2 noodles sitting up there to do a bit of a stir fry, which I've got broccoli, carrots, I've got the zucchinis that we have to eat. I might even make a quiche this week. Some of those carrots will get turned into pre-made carrots for the week. But I'm thinking with one of the stir fries, I've actually got in here somewhere, oh my God, I'm glad we're gonna start eating through. These ones here, this top one here underneath that loaf of bread is those chicken tenderloins that we didn't end up, well, we ate one 500 grams, we didn't eat the other 500 grams. So, sorry fridge, I'm actually thinking of doing like a chicken stir fry. So, they're frozen, but I could probably make the marinade, put it in the fridge, or maybe in a vlog this week when I actually do the stir fry, I can show you the marinade that I'm gonna make. I'm really tired, I have no makeup on. We just woke up and went straight to the farmer's markets this morning, and I just want to get this prep all sorted. So what I'm going to do, you've kind of got an idea in a couple of dinners. I still have more to do. There's not a lot of prep I want to do this week. There's a couple of things. I want to get my produce all prepped and put in the fridge and washed and all that kind of thing. I want to get my fridge cleaned out. I would like to cook up some rice. I'm just going to put you in my tripod. Hang on a sec. I know that can be really noisy sometimes, so sorry. I want to get a batch of rice made. I find rice is just really handy when my kids aren't hungry. I can either give them mashed potato, chicken nuggets and veggies, just cook some broccoli, cook some carrots, or rice, some chicken nuggets or some frozen fish, and then some veggies. And we do training, well, we actually go to sports 3 nights a week. One of them we actually get fed there, it's at the school, and they do like a barbecue. But the other 2 nights we don't get home till like 5:30, 5:45, and we usually have dinner at 5, so the kids get like a late snack before they do the training. But then I've got to come home and cook dinner. So I just find it really handy either having pre-made mashed potato, and then if I need to heat it up, I add like a little bit of water or a little bit of milk just to get it sort of mashing again, or rice. And this week I've decided to cook a little bit of rice. So I'm going to do some food prep. I'm going to cook the rice. I'm probably going to get the spag bowl started. Was it grocery haul just gone or the grocery haul before? I bought tinned tomatoes and I bought the sauce, the spaghetti bolognese sauce. I'm either going to use lentils or chickpeas or beans. I'm just going to go through my tins and pick out a bunch of stuff. And I'm going to do the usual garlic, onions, all that kind of thing. I haven't shown you my potatoes. Hang on. Sorry, get you off my noisy tripod stand. Potatoes. I'm getting really low on potatoes and onions. So next week I will have to purchase some potatoes. There's enough to do like mashed potato this week, but I saw my roast chicken in the fridge. So maybe Thursday, if this humidity can just disappear for a little bit, I might do a roast chicken. Like really simple roast chicken. I'll do the roast chicken, maybe like a lemon pepper one, or maybe like a honey soy one, or maybe I might put like a taco seasoning on it and put it in the oven, and then just do some onions, some potatoes. I've got the sweet potato over there, and then I'm just gonna boil like broccoli and cauliflower, and I can do a real simple roast. And then whatever veggies are left over from that, I literally just turn it into a veggie bake. So I can easily just add in some grated cheese, some cream, milk, put it in the oven, and there's a really good veggie bake to use as well. Or I just make like a bigger gravy mix, and we just have like veggie balls covered in gravy for dinner, which is actually really nice as well. So I'm going to start by gutting out my fridge and getting it all cleaned and organized so I can see the room I've got. It's one thing to do like meal prepping, but there's no point doing meal prepping and having all this food and you can't put it in your fridge and see it because you're just wasting produce again. So sometimes I have so much produce, I do like a half a meal prep, and then the other half of the week I'll start to cook other things up. As the sun comes up, I realize how tired I'm looking and I have nothing on my face, but let's just roll it because it's a Sunday morning. So let's clean the fridge, get everything organized, prep the food that's easy to prep, and then we're going to start cooking some meals for the week and for the future as well.
People are nice, but it's only for the tips. The weather's fine, but it's nothing I would miss. My only friends are the ones I left behind. Wish I could see them just for a moment, 'cause I don't know anybody here, it's awfully lonely. I smile, but they just stare, and I see misery everywhere, it's getting to me. I cry, but they don't care.
So I'm food prep some carrots for the week. I fill up just a glass jar of water and put all my cut and pre-peeled carrots in there. Those zucchinis and no good. And I actually forgot I had these corns in here because all of the carrots were in the way. Now they still look okay. I'm probably gonna have to get like eaten tonight. I bought these 2 weeks ago, so these containers from Kmart are pretty good for keeping things fresh. Help me. The lettuce is still really good, and those corns are 2 weeks old, sitting in the container, and they're still really good. So I might actually peel all of the husks off, and I'll cut them and put them into a container where I can see them. There's just like a couple on the very end that have dried out. But they're still a good corn. I am actually going to make a chicken stock this week. I mentioned about doing the, oh, this one might not be very, the bottom half's probably okay. I looked at doing the roast chicken this week, so I thought I might actually go ahead and plan and do the roast chicken. I'll just cut that end off there. Yep, that's fine. And I'll make a chicken stock. So with any of my veggies that are left over from prep today, so I'm going to cut some onions to make the spaghetti bolognese. I'm going to grate all my carrots now, so go onto my glass jar to get ready for dinners for the week. I find just doing it like this makes it so much easier. So any of the veggie scraps, apart from those corn husks, because that's just not going to do much for me at all, I find it's like the carrots, the onions, if there's garlic, sometimes I'll put in like little bits of broccoli, stems and that kind of thing. Yeah, they all fit fine. And then when I've made the roast chicken, so this bag here will just collect the veggie scraps for the week, and then when I cook the roast chicken, I'll actually then get the carcass the next day, and with the carcass I will basically just boil it. So all the chicken bones and bits that are left over, even some of the chicken bits that are left on the bones, I'll put into a huge pot with all these veggies that over the next week before I make the, I've got so many menus going through my head at the moment, before I make the roast, I will just keep collecting veggies. So if we have, not scraps, more just like cut produce, and then in the pot I'll add all the scraps and then maybe a little bit of seasoning, and then I'll just cook it, reduce it right down, and it's a really nice chicken stock because we are going into winter in Australia and I will be making soups, and it's just handy to have stocks available. Or if I wasn't making a roast this week, oh, that's a fit. If I wasn't making a roast chicken this week, I could just do like a veggie stock, which is the same process. I will just save all of my veggies and probably a bit more of a broader variety of veggies because there's no meat. And then you can just add your salt, pepper, and a little bit of seasoning you might want to. Reduce it right down, and there's a veggie stock. I've also done it with lamb before. I had a heap of lamb bones left over. And I've cooked them down and made like a lamb stock. So if you're going into the colder month, or you just like to have stocks available. This is it's a free way of doing it. All you're doing is paying for your time and electricity, because the veggie scraps are literally rubbish, or for us they go into the compost bin. And when you cook up a piece of meat like a roast chicken or something, the bones are going in the bin. We don't give cooked chicken bones to our dog, so we would literally be throwing all the bones in the bin. So I can make my own chicken stock from scratch. I usually portion it up into little freezy pouches and will freeze them, because I reduce it right down. It's a nice concentrated intensity with the stock, and I'm pretty much set. Now I'm going to keep 2 of those to grate for the, what am I making? Spaghetti bolognese. So I'll keep 2 of the carrots out. So my carrot prepping for the week is pretty much done. And because I'm making a stock, I don't mind if I'm cutting like bigger bits off the ends of the carrots, because it's going to get consumed. So that's sometimes how I do planning on a whim. I'll be like, oh, if I'm making a salad this week, maybe I could use some leftovers here or something, whatever it is. So this week I've decided to make my homemade chicken stock. I'm going to fill that with water and put it in the fridge.
sleep, my veins run dry, I'm empty. I can't see, I'm blinded by this concrete. And I should call you, see what you've been up to. I've been wondering, how far did you go in 7 months? I bet you're happy and don't think that much about me. Here I am, not knowing how to move on without you.
Alright, and let's have a look at what I've got organised for the week. We're going to have spaghetti bolognese likely tonight or tomorrow night. So I've got enough set up in there that is enough for a lunch the next day for either myself or my husband. I've got the rice pre-made. Exactly what it's for, yeah, I don't know, but it will get eaten. My carrots are pre-cut. My tomatoes are all ready to go. My noodles I purchased this week are just sitting up the back. I'll keep them refrigerated for a few weeks. I've got pickled onions there from the other week. I've got my sauerkraut there that we'll probably end up cooking up and having on some sweet potato. Rock melon is ready for the week. The kids have got strawberry for lunches. I've just washed and put them into there. This was the leftover rock melon up the back there. That's wrapped in a beeswax wrap. This was a lemon and a ginger from the other week, so they're just sitting there. Lettuce was still good, so I might do egg and lettuce sandwiches this week. Our fruit is doing well. I still haven't used one of our zucchinis, so I used a whole zucchini in making the spaghetti bolognese, which is a very vegetarian option for the week. And the other zucchini I'll probably use when we do the roast, or I will cook it up as part of our veggies throughout the week if the kids were to do like rice, chicken nuggets, carrots, broccoli. They'll probably have zucchini as well, and that's got my pre-cut broccoli, cauliflower, and the corn on the side. We probably really need to eat that corn. I made the kids a jelly, and that's a tzatziki dip from last week that needs to get eaten. Up the back I've got banana muffins I made last week for my son's lunches for the next few days, and there's 2 more custards sitting here that the kids will have this afternoon. Our chocolate junk drawer is just thriving. And then I've also got the cheese I purchased this week, the salami from the other week, and a little bit of leftover cheese in there. My milk, because I don't put fruit and veg in the bottom one. Milk, butters. I put all of my homemade salad dressings and homemade chili oils up the top. And I'm ready for the week. That'll be a little snack for the kids tomorrow afternoon at school pickup before we go to training. And I feel like I'm organized. I don't like plan full meals and you just heat them up, but I do like the bigger jobs. So this afternoon all I have to do is quickly cook some pasta or quickly cook the carrots and some chicken nuggets to have with the rice. So I'm very happy that's how that's come together. I would like to plan and have that Mexican bowl I was mentioning in the first video. Oh, I should probably also mention as well, I've got a spaghetti bolognese there to go in the freezer. It's just cooling down, it's still too hot. A spaghetti bolognese there to go into the freezer. They're just too hot to go in. And I've also got up the top there, which is all of the veggies left over, so I'll be making that stock when I do the roast chicken this week. So again, forward thinking there. So we might have spag bowl probably for the next 4 weeks. We'll have it this week, probably next week, have a break, and then have it the week after. My neighbour is putting tiles in his bathroom today, so don't mind the noise. So I've got plenty of options. I've got roast chicken, I've got frozen chicken nuggets, I've got frozen fish. I don't have meat pies for us, but I do for the kids. I've got that Mexican pasta thing I want to make. We've got spaghetti bolognese. I've got pre-made rice. I've got the roast chicken, did I mention that? I've got the sweet potato dish I want to do with the pork this week. So lots of options. Really happy with the food prep. And again, it's not about how my fridge looks, because I mean, that doesn't look like all fancy and schmancy, but the drinks are there and the food is organized, and I'm really happy that the week is going to be a smoother run with minimal food waste. I hope you enjoyed the 2 different videos, one showing the grocery haul and then the fruit and veg and food prep. No doubt there'll be another video next week doing the exact same thing. See you, bye. That's my fridge. Just to finish the vlog, I am going to prep some dinner. I think I mentioned in a grocery haul we had pizzas last week, and I had like a leftover onion and pretty much halves of a capsicum, so I thought I would do a chicken. I bought these chicken tenderloins about 3 weeks ago. They've been sitting in the freezer, and I've got this jar in the fridge here. I love this brand, and I love that it's a paste and I can add what I want to it to turn it into the meal. Sometimes those pre-made sauces just don't have the right kick to it. So this is the Pat Tax korma paste. I'm going to do a chicken one. They're chicken tenderloins. I'm just going to cut them in half to have longer strips and then add in a little bit more ginger and coconut cream. It does say to add in sugar. Hair is back on my nose again. But I don't think I will. I never have before. I kind of add what I want. So these veggies literally would have gone to waste if I didn't use them up here. So I'm just going to make a quick dinner and let it stew. It's not even for tonight. We're going to swimming training tonight, swim squad. So this will just like stew. I'll put it in a container once it's cooked into the fridge, and this will just marinate and be so yum for tomorrow night.
Face, same old good anxiety. Where's your irony? Just smile wide, 'cause I got everything I need, but not what I wanted. 'Cause I just wanted you. And if I could, I'd leave the city too. I don't blame you. And I should call you, see what you've been up to. I've been wondering, how far did you go in 7 months? I bet you're happy and don't think that much about me. Here I am, not knowing how to move on without you,
So that'll literally just simmer. We leave in about 40 minutes. So within 40 minutes on a medium heat, the chicken will cook through, put a container in the fridge. Dinner tomorrow night, all I have to do is cook up some rice. I do have some papadums, just like pre-made in like a package, so I might even cook those up for the kids as well. I could add more into that, chickpeas, lentils. If I had tomatoes going up in the fridge, I would have cut them up and put it in as well. But dinner for tomorrow night and another night, because I'll halve it and freeze some of it, is done. I'm feeling very accomplished. I have cleaned my house, I am organized, and dinner is ready for not even tonight, the next night. Hope you enjoyed. We'll talk soon.